This is not a gimmick to sell tickets. This is something that organically they really felt was an embrace olive branch to another part of their fan base. So for me, I just really excited to be a part of it, support it, and see a group of fans come to the turnstiles at Citi Field and really be able to be their best self and be there for the one thing we all have in common in that stadium that day is a love for the ball club. The Mets and I have had 5 or 6 significant experiences together over the last 2 years where we were bringing messaging in front of their players, or me dressing out in spring training and helping their coaching staff. Just vivid examples of inclusion and acceptance that sometimes you don't even really have to say anything. And I think that this is a really interesting example of that, where the acknowledgement that they have this wonderful group there that want to be supportive. Not everybody wearing a shirt that day that says Mets Pride is going to be LGBT part of that community, but they'll be an ally, a family member, a friend, and for them to be there to support it is really, for me, what the message is all about. It's that together, when we are joined, baseball has a great way of creating communities, and this is an extension of that. And I think that for us to look backwards and say this is the first time, it's interesting, but I think we should, as opposed to saying what took so long, it should be, wow, this is great, look where we are and look how far we've come, and it makes the future look really optimistic.
For me, being at the first ever Pride Night in New York, at the team that I grew up rooting for from the day I could speak, to being just as passionate now, to marrying that with my life's work of starting an LGBT health and human service organization, the LGBT Network, is really a life dream come true. And so, to bring those two passions together, and to be able to see, the tens of thousands of families that are going to be there, that are going to be enjoying a baseball game, many of them for the first time because they're going to feel safe and included at the ballpark, is just going to be an incredible experience. Major League Baseball has been pivotal in diversity and inclusion in all sports leagues. The fact that Major League Baseball has an ambassador like Billy Beane as the Vice President of Social Responsibility and Inclusion, sends a clear message to all fans across the United States and to the other sports leagues that MLB takes this seriously in being inclusive of all different communities. We're going to be rooting our home team on, and the Mets to a victory, and we're also going, at the end of the 3rd inning, going to all rise in unison to show pride in our community, to show pride in our country, and pride in the diversity in our armed services, when I believe for one of the first times an out gay veteran will be recognized for his service to our country. So it's going to be an incredible night on Saturday night, and I think the first of many successful Pride Nights at Citi Field that will spread to the rest of the New York sports leagues.